YouTube, it's Mike. Doing a beef stroganoff here. This pot, I'm just gonna add a bit of beef soup base, and I'll probably add some gravy. This pan gotta get turned up. I'm gonna add somehow, as I shake, a bit of minced garlic. Get that going. And then a whole bunch of onions. Got beef going. I think it works out to about 15 pounds. Got 30 people. Just that, and go on from there. In here also, I got a couple of cans of mushrooms because I got to cheat. I'm going to put them in with these, and then I'll do fresh mushrooms for when I go to bake this in a little bit. Got canned tomato. I have beef gravy mix to thicken. Instead of using flour or cornstarch, I'm going to use mustard, and I have the parents. So that's kind of the base of what I'm doing for the beef stroganoff. All right, I'll get back. Got the soy sauce. Gonna give a dash into each container of beef because I'm not using salt for anything, although there's salt in the gravy. This is gravy and the soup base. I'm gonna add a bit of powdered mustard, but I can add more later, so not too much. Little Worcestershire into there. Again, not too much. I can always add more later. And I'm gonna kind of whisk that in a little bit. And this is gonna get poured into the beef as a thickener and flavor enhancer. I'll have to go through and make sure I get the lumps. Cool. And then I got mushrooms and garlic here on the go. So there's your update. Gonna add this gravy with the beef soup base and powdered gravy, soup base, powdered mustard, and Worcestershire sauce. So I'm gonna put this in, give this a chance to run through. You can see it's pretty thick. I'm gonna have to scrape the pot out. I already did some in there. This gives me a chance to mix it up, let it mix in. And that's gonna thicken up the juices in the beef. And then I'm gonna continue on and I'll show you what I'm doing. So in here I have added my mushrooms and my cooked mushroom, onion, garlic solution, along with my gravy that was in the meat pan before. I put in about a package and a half of fresh mushrooms that I've chopped up, and about half an onion. And I'm going to mix this up. Oh, and half a can of mushroom soup. And so what I'm going to do is try to get this mixed around here the best I can. I'm going to lay it out. I've got my oven on to 350, and we're coming up on about an hour before service. So I'm going to stick this in the oven, and then about 15 minutes before I'm going to serve, I will add a container of sour cream. Here you can see the second pan. I got my onions that were pre-cooked. I got some fresh onions, the mushrooms that I just cut up, and from there I will put my meat that already has my thickening sauce been in there for a few minutes. I'm going to stick it in my oven, 350, about an hour, 15 minutes before I'm going to serve it. I will put in 2 containers sour cream, and double check the flavors. In the meantime, I got to get my noodles on and my vegetable, which is going to be green beans, and I'm using egg noodles. Okay. So here's how it turns out. This is a 500 milliliter container of lower fat sour cream, just because of where we are and what we're cooking for here. And I used about 1.5 containers that were 500 milliliters per batch. Now I'm going to pull some of this out to puree for my soft diets. I got some rice here for soft diets. I got peas, which we can just mash up, and then I got noodles for everybody else. So that should be our veggies, our starch, our meat, protein, whatever, and good to go. I think this one looks all right too. So we'll talk to you. Okay, so supper's over. I'm about to clean up. There was quite a bit of stuff eaten. There's the egg noodles, and we had peas, and this is the beef stroganoff. The flavor overall seemed to be good, and everybody seemed fine with that. The biggest issue we had was the fact that when you buy cubed beef, and the place I'm cooking for, we have a lot of different abilities and disabilities, and so what ends up happening, it seems when you buy the pre-cubed beef that they use a lot of different tougher cuts or something. I don't remember reading on the box that it was a prime cut or anything to that effect, just that it was 1x1 cube beef. And so we had some issues with people that have weaker jaws or whatever other chewing issues, being able to chew these pieces of beef up. So I don't make the menu up here, but I do get to put in my opinions, and because it's, I mean, there's 3 main cooks in the place where I work here, and so I'm going to be recommending that from now on we switch to using a ground beef. I think more like a store-bought, like a Hamburger Helper beef stroganoff type, just to keep from ever having these kind of issues, because this cube beef, I've had the same problems before. Okay.